The day began like any other. Terminal B at Franklin International buzzed with familiar chaos, families juggling luggage, business travelers glued to laptops, flight attendants gliding past like shadows. Announcements echoed from distant speakers. Flight 223 to Denver is now boarding at gate 19, children cried. Coffee cups clinked. Suitcases rolled. Everything was loud, and yet somehow, the world still felt asleep. And then, it happened. A sharp, echoing bark split through the commotion. Heads turned. A German Shepherd K9 named Rex stood rigid beside a security checkpoint, teeth bared, body trembling with tension. His handler, Officer Maya Rivas, blinked, startled. Rex had frozen like this before, but only twice. And both times, he'd found something that could have killed people. He barked again. And again. Louder. More urgent. His paw struck the floor next to a medium-sized black suitcase that had just passed through the X-ray machine. Travelers began to slow, their curiosity turning to unease. Maya tightened her grip on the leash, scanning the bag. There was nothing extraordinary about it until Rex's instincts screamed otherwise. Within moments, backup arrived. Security swept in, cordoning off the area. Travelers were pulled away. The terminal lights flickered slightly. The bomb squad was called. Everyone prepared for the worst. Before we go deeper, if you believe in second chances, in the unspoken courage of animals, or in the power of unseen heroes, please like this video, share it, and subscribe to Pawsitive Tales. Every gesture helps keep these emotional stories alive and brings more awareness to those who protect us in silence. As officers gathered around the suitcase, Maya knelt beside Rex, her heart pounding. His hackles were raised, nostrils flaring. This wasn't aggression. This was fear. Desperation. I'm opening it, she whispered, against protocol. The zipper was stiff, like it hadn't been opened in days. Slowly, carefully, Maya unzipped the case. Inside, wrapped in a crumpled blanket, was a baby. Gasps echoed. A woman screamed. Maya staggered backward, hand trembling. The child was asleep or unconscious. No older than 8 months. Wearing a faded onesie, his tiny fingers were clutching a one-eyed rabbit toy. His breathing was shallow. His lips dry. Paramedics rushed in. The baby, later named Charlie by hospital staff, was alive, but severely dehydrated and underweight. There were no documents. No bottle. No diapers. Just a suitcase, a blanket, and a discarded child. What followed was global. News stations aired the footage. Hero K9 saves baby from smuggler's suitcase. Hashtag Hero Dog and hashtag Airport Angel trended within hours. But what no one saw on the broadcasts was what happened after the cameras turned off. The deeper story. The quieter miracles. Maya couldn't sleep that night. She kept replaying the moment she opened that suitcase. The weight of the zipper. The stillness of the child. The way Rex had cried softly the moment they found him, like he understood the heartbreak too deeply. Rex had not always been a TSA dog. He was a war survivor. Years ago, he served in Afghanistan alongside Sergeant Miguel Alvarez. Rex had saved countless soldiers from hidden IEDs. But during one mission, their vehicle was hit. Miguel died on the spot. Rex survived but changed. No longer trusting crowds. Afraid of sudden sounds. Aggressive in nightmares. The military decommissioned him. He was labeled unadoptable. Dangerous. Scheduled for euthanasia. But Maya had been watching. A young widow, broken by loss herself, she saw something in Rex that no file or medical report could explain. She adopted him when no one else would. She too had known what it felt like to be forgotten. To be numb. Her husband David had died in a car crash. They were supposed to be trying again after 2 miscarriages. Instead, she was left with silence. 2 souls, wounded in different wars, found each other. And now, here they were. Facing a third broken soul. Charlie spent 2 weeks in the hospital. Each day, Maya visited after her shift. She read to him, brought stuffed toys. Sometimes she just sat by the bed, watching his chest rise and fall. On the 7th day, when Charlie opened his eyes for the first time and looked at her, something broke in her. And something healed. Rex would sniff her clothes when she returned home. He recognized the scent. He circled the house restlessly until Maya showed him the child's blanket. Rex lay beside it for hours. The connection was made. But it was only the beginning. Maya began the process to foster Charlie. It wasn't easy. Investigators had little to go on. Surveillance footage had been conveniently blocked. The suitcase was wiped clean. Child trafficking was suspected, but no leads panned out. Charlie was forgotten by the system, suspended in paperwork limbo. But Maya refused to let him go. The court hearings were brutal. They asked why she, a TSA agent with a PTSD-diagnosed service dog, was a good candidate. Maya answered every question with quiet strength. Because we've all known abandonment, she said. And we all came back from it. The judge hesitated. Rex sat beside her. The judge approved the foster application. What followed were the most difficult and most beautiful months of Maya's life. Charlie struggled to eat. Night terrors racked his tiny body. He would scream in the dark, inconsolable, his eyes wide with memory his mouth could not yet describe. But Rex would come. Every time. He would nuzzle Charlie. Sleep by the crib. Walk beside the stroller like a silent night. And eventually, Charlie slept. Then smiled. Then walked. Years passed. Charlie was adopted legally. Maya stood in court with him in her arms, Rex by her side, the same dog that once sparked life into a suitcase full of death. The day after the adoption was finalized, Maya took Charlie to the park. Cameras were kept away. It was just them. The breeze. The grass. And the laughter of a child who had known a suitcase as his cradle and now knew a dog as his brother. One day, a school asked Maya to speak about heroes. She stood before a class of 8-year-olds and said, "Heroes don't always wear uniforms. Some of them wear fur. And some cry at night. Some fight battles you'll never see, but they still choose to love." As Rex aged, Charlie grew. The bond between them never faded. Rex was there for Charlie's first day of preschool. His first fever. His first scraped knee. And when Rex finally lay down one evening and didn't get back up, Charlie, now 6 years old, sat beside him quietly, holding his paw. That night, Maya told Charlie the full story. About the bark. About the suitcase. About how Rex had chosen to save him. Charlie whispered back to the stars, "Thank you for finding me." If this story touched your heart, please like this video, share it with someone who needs hope, and subscribe to Pawsitive Tales. We tell true stories of healing, rescue, and second chances, because the world needs more of them. Comment below, do you believe animals can sense pain we can't? What would you have done if you were there the day Rex barked? We want to hear your story.